Dashboard.
I gotta reload my page. Get everything up and running. Come on. There we go. Up and running.
Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris. Here's this Tubb Farmer. This is episode 15 of Blowing Oak. And as usual, if you haven't got your popcorn or your Reese's Pieces, now's the time to do so. Because this shit's going to get good. How are we doing, Tubbs?
No, we're doing good. Not bad. Not bad at all.
How was your day today?
Good. Nice, quick, and over.
That's what she said last night.
Nope. She said nice, long, and rough. You had to go to the toilet real quick, didn't you?
Oh crap, it's starting already.
Mm-hmm. You went straight to it, didn't you?
Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris Larkin. This is Tubb Farmer. Like I said, this is episode 15 of Blowing Oak.
Mm-hmm.
So what's happening on our farms today is this. I am going to finish my harvest on field 6, which is a canola harvest. I also have a baling contract on field 13 in the field right beside it to finish off. My aim for today is one of two things. I'm either going to try and get enough money to place an animal pen down on my farm, or I am going to go and trade in my Ford tractor and buy the second class. It's one of the two. I don't know which one I'm going to do yet, but we just wait and see what's happening. So Tubbs, what are you planning on your farm?
Finishing up the harvest on, what field is this, 18?
I need to get my chat up run
8.
here.
Finishing the harvest on 8. And hopefully in the future I'm going to be able to buy some animals. But right now I'm not able to. So we'll see.
I got a few chats, but I need to get my chat up and running, so I will have it up and running shortly guys, so just bear with me. They're starting to act up again on me.
Don't forget to put Billy up.
Which one is these two? That one. And that one. Okay, here we go.
There you go.
Yeah, so I noticed something on the mod hub today. I don't know if you noticed that when we were checking out the mods. The Steyr tractor that we got yesterday is off the mod hub.
Yeah, I already downloaded it though. So
I downloaded it there yesterday, but it's gone off the mod hub straight away. So it's probably the very same as that Fent that we had not so long ago. It's probably some kind of copyright issue or something like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang on to it. Seems like if
I'm hanging on to it.
Yeah, if you ever let them go, you'll never get them back.
Well, I will say this though. I don't know why I'm going to, because I don't think I'm going to be changing to them. I'm kind of liking the class tractors now, so I probably will end up using it for as long as I can, and then I'll go back to different tractors and all, just to kind of refresh my gameplays and stuff. But until then, I'll probably just keep going with the class.
Right. I'm trying to work on a bigger harvester. I've got the small harvester right now, and I definitely want a bigger one. So that's going to be my next venture, even though I haven't got animals yet. I could probably buy cows right now, but I don't have hay or straw, so... Oh, wait a minute, I do have straw. I just don't have hay to mix TMR. So... I haven't made enough money to get me over that threshold yet.
Here we go, fantastic. Yeah, for some reason it always takes my stream time to load up.
It takes what?
Time. It's not fast, it's a nuisance.
It's interesting.
Or maybe it's just me. Me and technology, we don't go well together. It's like water and electricity.
Yeah, that's not a good combination.
No.
Usually end up hurt that way.
Well, that's me and technology. Water and electricity.
It's painful that way.
Well, if you actually were here and watched me trying to operate internet and stuff, it would be like painful. So.
Alright, so we got all our canola harvested. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna
where
do
am I
here?
going? There we go, that's better. Right, so let me read the chat. Hey Beast, welcome to the channel. Thank you for popping in. How are you doing? Hey, Lee McMullen, how's it going, brother? Want to know why my sprayer wasn't working? Why is that? Lee McMullen said, wow Tubb, just wow.
Hey Liam, how's it going?
He also says, do you know it's going to be coming back shortly with the feeling of when you change the gear? These goes, wow Tubby, will be. And Scott Page, how are you, brother? Welcome to the channel. How are you doing this evening, mate? Right, so
Ooh, driving all over the place.
chat finally up. I'm after getting through all the chats and I can get some farming done, hopefully.
Hey Matt, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. How are you doing tonight?
That's good to hear, Scott. It's always nice to hear when subscribers having a great day and feeling great. I am actually doing fantastic at the moment. All in good health. The good side is on the outside and doing a bit of farming with Tubb Farmer. Life can't get any better.
Ready to
Unless
go
I
on
win
a dinner
your
date
millions.
break. Alright, that's cool. Well, good to hear, Matt. Hope you enjoy your dinner break. We appreciate you being here, taking time out to join us right before your dinner break.
The start, and the second one was but sprayer, the Slayer. Yeah. I don't know why the Slayer was taken off. I presume it's probably copyright infringement of some sort. Other than that, it could have been anything. I guess we will know if it's back on the mod hub shortly. If not, it won't. But we had a Fendt tractor not so long ago, the same thing. That was actually taken off mod hub because there was a copyright infringement, I think. And it's been taken off the mod hub until that's sorted. And seeing that it's not back yet, I presume either one, it's not sorted, or two, it has been copyrighted and it's not going to be back on it. But in saying that, if you had downloaded it before it was taken off Mod Hub, you can still use it. Just don't delete it or uninstall it because you won't get it back.
Nope. Be lost in the great sea of nothing. The abyss.
Yeah, because it was the very same as the that Fent Baylor that came out just before.
Mm-hmm.
That there's taken off Mod Hub also.
Oh yeah, it disappeared.
Now I don't have that one installed, so I won't get that back because it was by the same the same modder. So I presume he used the same copyright script. I don't know.
Don't give me the line. Shoot, I don't know. Lone Oak. Oh man, Lone Oak. We gotta go all the way across the map.
Scott Page says you're on my favorite map. Oh, fantastic! I love this map. Lone Oak is probably one of the top maps out there. It was even one of the top maps in 17, as far as I'm concerned.
Hey Scott Page, how are you doing tonight? Welcome.
I like it for one or two reasons. One is it's a great map, great quality. Has depth of field as well and depth of vision as you look over the fields. It's not like it's blurry and stuff. It's crystal clear. It looks like it's just going on and on and on. So that's what I like about it. But also medium to large fields. I mean, so you can have your big bud on this if you wanted it, or you can just use the tractors that we're using ourselves.
Only drawback is the expense of the fields, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was about to go there. I was about to bring that up there.
Mm-hmm. Just with the professor's assessment, let's just say.
Scott Page wants to know what mod was that. So are you on about the Fent mod or the Steyr, or are you on about the Baylor? Because there's three of them. So I'll show you the ones I'm talking about at the moment because I haven't downloaded. So if I go into my...
Yeah, I made it the whole way without wrecking. That's cool.
So
well, almost. I got to get to the sell point first. See how we do this way.
Nope. Small Slayer.
Oh, Chris, what are you doing there, brother?
Okay, so I don't have the Steyr, but I have the Steyr in my mod hub. I just don't have it downloaded onto this game, so I can't show you. But the Steyr tractor,
here we go.
And the Fent, I don't have them. Yeah, that's just this got. All three were pulled off. I don't have them on this, so I can't show you because I don't have them installed. But basically, the Steyr is. I think it's not that one.
It was a CV something.
The big one.
Yeah.
It was the Taurus CVT, I think it was. It was a modded version of it.
Okay.
Where you could change the colors and the wheels, and you could put the front loader on it as well. Also.
Yeah. Exactly.
So we think it was actually it was taken off mod hub for either one or two reasons. One is there's an update or something like that, or there's a copyright infringement on it.
Yeah, because they pulled. What was the copyright infringement one they pulled? I mean, we finally figured out later.
The Fent.
The Fent. Okay. Yeah.
It was the one where you had the three colors. You could change it to Fent, Massey, or New Holland.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they pulled it pretty quick, like the next day or something other like that.
But the thing is, that Fent was pulled off mod hub due to copyright infringement because it was on a joint forum.
Yeah, so they don't even give you an explanation or that it's even being pulled. You know what I'm saying?
No. It was the very same because that Baylor was the same. The Baylor just come out, I think, 2 days before that Fent tractor did, and that was pulled also.
But so, hey, the Baylor, though, stayed on there for like, I don't know, 4 days, and then all of a sudden it disappeared. So, but that's a weird thing. Then they come out with the tractor.
Yep.
And then they come out with the bucket. See, and I've got the tractor. I downloaded it.
Yeah, but no, like I have the tractor downloaded, but it's not installed on this game, on this map.
Right.
So that's why I can't show people, you know. So, but like I have it, like I have the Steyr installed, and I also have that Fence Tracker installed.
Right.
I just don't have it installed on this map. So
Yeah. You're using it on Walla.
yeah, I don't think I have it installed on Walla.
You never know. You're Irish. Just can't ever tell.
I could have, but I don't think I do.
Yeah, you never can tell. I've seen worse.
No, you haven't. Trust me.
Farm sim worst. Yeah, no, I didn't go to your sister's wedding, so yeah, no, I haven't seen that.
And then they brought out another Fent there today. So I didn't
yeah, that
install
one's
one.
the
Was that the Series 7?
yeah, 7. That's what I was gonna say, 7. Yeah. I gotta give this thing a wash. And then we need to go cultivate, fertilize, plant.
Like, I don't know why I'm actually hauling the windrower behind this.
What do you
I'm
mean?
not using it. I'm cutting the grass and the windrower is just connected to the back of the tractor. I haven't got it down or anything. I don't know why I'm doing this.
What are you doing?
I think I'm using it for balance.
To keep you running straight.
It's like a rudder.
A rudder on a boat. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Well, if it makes you run straight, let's do it.
I don't think anything can make me run straight.
I tend to agree with your assessment there, Professor. I have seen and heard things.
Yeah, so have I.
Yeah. Not the things that I heard. Your version is a
please,
little.
Mike.
Your version's different from mine.
Yeah, that's because you embellished the truth a little bit. I don't.
Oh, is that what you call it, huh? Is that
Well, you're
what
a
it is?
politician after all, right?
Oh my God! Here we go again. Lord help you. Well, actually, he tries to help you. He's like that guy.
Come on.
Him
Have
and
you ever met
hey,
a politician that actually tells you the want to hear or tells you the truth?
right. So, Lord helping you is about like asking giants to help you. Uh-oh.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. They're like that Chris Larkin dude. They're like, oh my God.
If I ask the Lord for help, they're going to have a discussion about who is he?
Yeah. See, that's the guy that bashes giants. Is that the guy? They're
He's on
immediate.
our watch list.
Yeah, he's on the watch list. That's exactly right. That guy.
I know, like what this actually brings it back to what happened in where was that, Tuscan lands, where we were kicked from the server. Was that Tuscan lands?
No. Countryside.
Was it countryside?
Yeah, and then it had a glitch, and we never could get back in.
No. When I was kicked from the server.
Oh, yeah, we were on Tuscan lands, and then all of a sudden it kicked
that
you.
That was so funny. Especially for anyone who's watching who doesn't know what I'm on about. We were on Tuscan lands before we jumped onto this map, and we were playing, and I was bashing giants. Oh man, I was having a field day at their expense. And even though it was my server and my multiplayer game, I was kicked, but Tubb Farmer wasn't, and the game didn't finish. He was still playing it, even though it was my server and my multiplayer game.
Yeah.
How it worked, I don't know. So we just put down that it was giants.
Yeah, but you stayed in the party chat, which was bizarre.
Yeah.
But it just kicked you completely from the giant server.
Yeah, right. So it kicked me from the giant server. It kicked me from everything else. It kicked me from the
Yeah.
game because even my game stopped.
Matt said Giants is listening. Laugh out loud. Yes, they are, Matt. They're like, who is this Irishman that is so angry at us? I've heard his nickname is the Professor.
Oh. But yeah, no, I was kicked from my own server on my own multiplayer game.
Yeah, that was
It was
funny that
weird.
night because I'm all like, whoop. And it's like Chris Larkin leaves the server, and I'm like, what? He's the host. What the hell? If he leaves, I've got to go, don't I?
Yeah, but the thing is, you didn't. You were still
No,
playing.
I still played. Yeah, I was still on the server. Hey, Newall, how you doing tonight? Thanks for joining. You doing okay?
Hey, Newall, welcome to the chat. Yeah, no, it was weird, man.
Yeah, it was.
Absolutely weird.
Well, and I think we had a thunderstorm that night too. On top of that,
That had nothing to do with it.
I didn't think so. I was thinking more like Giants, like a ghost story type thing.
Because, like, normally when you're kicked from a server in your multiplayer game, everybody's kicked from it.
Well, like typically, I was the one getting kicked. You know, because it seemed like every time I got cranked up, it was throwing me off the server. Because Howie's like, I think it's Chris kicking Tubbs. I was starting to believe him there for a minute. He had me convinced. I think you were sitting there like the president with the old nuclear button and going, yep, here we go.
Oh, trust me, if I was president, everybody would get it.
Somehow, I don't doubt that. It's all that pent up anger. You know, we got to have another session. Let me get my therapy couch out.
The last session we had, the doctor actually left his profession. He became a priest.
Dang, Newell, you done got your tractor in the ditch? Okay, do I have to... Is it time?
That's what happens when you listen to us.
Yeah, no kidding. Let's see. It's not showing that I have to.
I guess I better run down and actually empty my harvester.
I guess not.
That might help. There's no point in paying for work, we're just sitting here.
Yep. Helper F, God dang, helper F, I tell you. Hey Dakota, what's happening? Welcome.
Dakota, in the house.
He said that god dang. Newell said, God dang helper F, I tell you. That's pretty funny.
See, I'm so glad I'm not the only one who thinks that.
Must have been Six Wheelin's drunk nephew Bubba again. Oh my gosh, that's too good. What are we gonna make money off of here, y'all?
Robbing the bank.
Yeah, no kidding. I need to do that, but yeah, I'm gonna refrain from that, because I don't think I would do good in prison. And let's just go soybeans.
We're ahead of it. Someone works at Giants and get away with it.
I still got to cultivate. Hang on.
Right. What I'll do is I'm going to store my canola first, and then I will finish off on the contract, well, the harvest, and then I'll sell it. If not, I'm going to be doing a contract waiting for the cart as well. So it's going to take too long.
You going to be streaming tonight, Dakota? Okay, good deal.
Right, guys. So I'll put it to the guys in the chat there. What do you think I should do? Like, I have two ideas in my head. One is to place a animal pen down on my farm somewhere. Probably a small cow pen or a small sheep pen. One of those two. Or I'm thinking of trading in my New Holland Ford and going for what is it? It's the Axion. Let me see, Axion 870.
So here's my question to you, with all your questions. What is the most expensive thing that puts you in more debt to do?
Working with you.
Because whatever that answer is, that's what I want you to do.
Working with you is what puts me in debt.
I don't get you in debt. I help you out too much.
Newell said, sheep are always good, easy money. Right, they are. But we're playing on start from scratch mode. We've got normal economy going on, and the prices of wool isn't great to a certain extent. Like, it's easier over the long period of time because you get more wool than you do with, we say, 50 sheep than you do with waiting for milk from 50 cows. So in that aspect, yeah, it is. But the thing about cows is it'll also give you manure and slurry. So by doing it that way, you take out paying for artificial fertilizer. But then again, you are right, especially with cows, it takes a lot more to feed them than it does with the sheep.
Does it?
So, yeah, it does. I mean, so like everything has its drawbacks, but
I like kind of getting started. I mean, I know you mentioned small cattle, but I like the idea of cattle providing you with milk. You've also got slurry. You've got manure. So I mean, you've got two byproducts, and then a product that you can sell. The byproduct that can be used for fertilizer and stuff like that. That'll save you in the long run on costs like that. So that's just kind of my thought, but.
Oh no, I agree. Yeah, like what sometimes that's where I also think. But at the same time, if you look at it this way, okay, so let's say we go with 25 cows, okay, or 25 sheep, either way, whatever it takes, whatever you want to go with. 25 cows, when you're going to feed them TMR, will cost you about 150-160 litres of TMR.
How many cows?
For about 25.
Really?
Cows. Yeah.
Man, I don't remember it being that much, but okay.
Right. So if you look at it that way, right, so how much silage, hay, straw are you actually going to use to make 125-135 litres of TMR? Whereas
I can tell
you will get milk, slurry and manure from the cows, right? So you make that money back. I won't say relatively easy, but you will make it back, right? Now, you take into account for sheep, all you get is wool, right? So like all you get is wool, right? That's all you're going to get, right? But for 25 sheep, it's not that much. It's only a couple of bales either of hay or grass.
Grass, yeah.
To feed them.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. But the price of the sheep is so low, it takes you to get that investment back too long.
Exactly. That's where that's where the difference is.
Do a Wreckfest stream tonight? I don't know what a Wreckfest stream is. I'm sorry, Dakota. You have to explain that to me. Matt said cows take a lot of forethought as far as feeding and equipment use. Yeah, I agree. Got to prepare to get cows more. Got to have a bunker silo full and ready plus bales. Yeah, I agree.
Right.
I don't know.
So,
I guess I find more of a Wreckfest as a demo derby game. Yeah, I don't know what that is, honestly, Dakota. So I'm probably not the best guy to
right.
ask
So,
about that.
right. So at the moment, Tubbs, right? The prices. So like, if you look at this, right, the prices for wool at the moment is nothing. It's €1,000 on the bale sale,
Hmm.
right? On my bale sale on my farm, right?
What is
If I
milk going
right.
for?
So if I hadn't got that bale sales, it's only €918 per
Bale.
1,000 liters
Okay.
for wool, right? So it's not
Okay.
great. Whereas milk at the moment is going, and it's on the way up. It's going for 1,140 for a liter,
Hmm.
and that's rising. So if we go by the prices what's on the map, uh, cows is the way to go.
Don't force yourself to play a certain game.
Newell
Okay.
goes, cows and pigs are a pain. The They are to a certain extent, Newell. I will agree, especially that you have to keep, like there's a now. See, what the thing I actually like about FS19 compared to FS70 is the ability. All you have to give the cows is TMR, and they're on 100%,
Yeah.
right? So you don't have to go TMR, silage, hay, straw, grass if you don't want them. Right, so if you just go with TMR, that's all you need to do, and you're still and you're still 100% productivity.
Hmm.
Now, if you don't want to go with TMR, right, I think it's hay and silage together is 100%.
Yeah, that'll get you TMR. Yeah. So
You know what I mean? So
but the whole thing that I look at when I'm kind of weighing out my options, like what you're trying to do right now, for me, strategically, I find that I have 3 options when I'm messing with cows. Actually, 4. As the cows go along, they reproduce, so you can sell extra cattle that you don't want and make a little extra money. You can sell the milk. You could actually sell slurry, and you can sell manure, or you can use it to fertilize your current crops to save you a little bit. Now, when you're using manure and slurry, I understand the rate flow is greater than what you would use in either a spray rig or solid fertilizer. I get it, but over time you can diversify and use that manure for different things, such as if you do a grape vineyard or a tomato greenhouse or something like that, that'll make you a little extra money per hour or something other like that. So I look at the diversity of the uses overall that'll, as time, which farm sim takes you a lot of time to do anything in.
I agree. I mean,
So
we're the same boat.
That's just my options that I look at when I'm kind of looking at it. Now, I like sheep. I like messing with sheep because they're really easy. Chickens is the quickest and actually easiest. You just got to have wheat or barley and you're in business, and buy you some chickens and let them reproduce and collect the eggs and sell those. And then if you have a bunch of extra chickens, you can sell them or whatever. And then your next easiest is sheep. Pigs, I'm not really big on those because, to me, yeah, you get slurry, yeah, you get manure, but the only other option to make any money out of pigs is them reproducing and selling them. They reproduce faster than cattle do and sheep do. I get it, but I don't know. I just had never really found the diversity that I did with cattle. That's just my take on it.
Oh no, I agree. Hey Julian, welcome to the channel. How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing a farm sim stream tonight. All right, great, Dakota. If when we get off our stream and we're still, you're still on, I'll make sure to jump on there real quick and say hi.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I do agree. Yeah, it takes a lot to keep the cattle and all going because you're feeding them out forever and stuff like that. But the return and what you can do with cattle in 19 is a lot better. You know, as you rightly put it, you can sell your manure, you can sell your slurry. That's two ways of making back money off them. You can use the slurry or manure on your farm, so you're not using artificial fertilizer. So that's how you're saving money. As you rightly put it, you can actually sell the excess cows. That's how you're saving money, or you can actually just sell the milk, and that's how you save money. So like, there's so many ways to actually make money off cows compared to what you can do off sheep. You know, where sheep is just one thing, and that's just either the wool or you sell your sheep.
Right. Either one of those maps are really good, Dakota, Peterville, or This Is Ireland. They're both great maps. Well, and
says,
so
he's good. He's on the way to bed. Just popped in and said hi.
Hey, Julian.
Thanks very much, Julian. I
good to hear from
appreciate
you.
it, brother. Absolutely appreciate you jumping in there.
So, cattle-wise, here's another thing that I don't know. For me, when I'm trying to get the best experience when I'm playing the game, it's also the tedious process when you're waiting for your crops to grow or you're tired of doing contracts. You
Mr. T-Bone, welcome to the channel, brother. How are we doing?
You can sit there and, good Lord, come on. You can sit there and, like, mix your TMR and stuff like that in between times when you get tired of doing something else. So, I mean, that's just the way I look at it when I'm messing with cattle.
Yeah, but Julian just said there before he popped off there, if you don't like to give cows TMR, just give them 80% on hay alone.
Interesting.
Mr. T-Bone, I hit like button. Thanks very much, brother. I appreciate that.
Matt says, hello, Mr. T-Bone on the other chat. Welcome, Mr. T-Bone. We're glad to have you
here. Neil goes, the famous engineer map maker. Exactly. Do you know something? We had a big discussion on this last night about Mr. T-Bone's map. Fantastic map. And so for anyone on the chat, lads, or anyone watching who don't know what we're on about, go over and check them out. Mr. T-Bone made a fantastic map. It's his first map that he modded. It's called Larkin in the Holler. It's only for PC at the moment. We're trying to persuade him nicely to get it for console, but he's not listening. But go and check him out. Great guys. If you haven't subscribed to them, guys, I recommend going to subscribe to them all.
Oh,
so you're talking about Six Wheel and Pop Pop, Mr. T-Bone 39, Matt, the original Trucker Gaming, Old Timer Dave, Scott Page is also in the chat, also Newell. Go over and check them out, guys. They're a great bunch of guys. They're always streaming also. Go check them out. I highly recommend it. Also go and check out Julian Hay, the FS19 consultant for console. Go check him out. He's always on This Is Ireland or on his flat map. Two great streams also, guys. So go check him out. Highly recommend them all.
Is it Julian Hay or Haw?
Julian Haw.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. So yeah, definitely go over there, folks, and y'all check those guys out. They've definitely been great to us and being a part of our chat in the stream. And hey, Julian, how's it going? Left like good night and cheers. All right, good night, Julian. Thanks for popping in. So definitely go check out these folks and make sure to subscribe to their channel. Julian and Matt and Newall. We also got Dakota in here. He's got his channel. Y'all make sure to go check him out and subscribe to him as well. And also make sure to check out myself, Tubb Farmer, and my farm partner and best friend, Chris Larkin. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And also go check out Six Wheel and Pop. He's also been really kind to us, and we appreciate it. And he's definitely got a lot of good content over there. Him and Matt and Mr. T-Bone. Yeah, y'all definitely go check those guys out and make sure to hit them with a subscribe button and like.
I know, like, but the one thing I like
FS
about
Club
those guys
says,
is...
smash it.
Oh yes, smash it. No, like, what the one thing I like about him, and I'm probably giving him all a big head at the moment, but it's true, is apart from the great content that they do and everything else.
Oh, Newell, I appreciate that. Newell said, sorry, Chris. He said, you're too kind. Like I said, Chris and you guys are great as well. Thanks, Newell. We appreciate it very much. So.
Oh, we surely do. As I was saying to them, they're apart from being great streamers and they have great content and everything else, they're pretty much like ourselves. You know, like they're there enjoying the game, having a laugh, getting the job going. They don't take themselves too serious. I mean, so if that's the way you like your streamers, guys, go check them all out.
Yeah,
I highly recommend every one of them.
You know, and that's kind of the thing you and I've had a big debate over. You know, when we first started streaming and stuff, you know, we basically said, hey, we're a bunch of two old farts wanting to get on here and just share our experiences and the love for the game, and we're just going to be ourselves. And it's a certain niche, if you will. You know, people either join us because that's what we are and who we are, and we're going to play it, you know, realistic and have fun.
Let's be honest. We're like the odd couple.
The odd couple, right? Yeah, we're definitely the odd couple for sure.
Where one is very laid back and the other is just always bitching. Okay.
You got that shit right for sure. What is it you call me, the politician? I'm trying to keep the peace, and you're trying to stir the pot.
Well, I'm Irish. We are shitsters.
Oh my God. Matt says, I second that, Newell. You two definitely make a great team. Some good conversation talk. Thank you, Matt. We really appreciate that. Appreciate it coming from you guys. It's an honor.
Mr. T-Bone goes, thanks, Sean, and then he goes, amen, brother.
Yeah, you're definitely always stirring the pot and stirring some shit up, and I'm trying to figure out a way, okay, how can we walk away from this all intact so Giants don't kick us? Oh my God.
Well, it is what it is.
Oh man, let me tell y'all, y'all missed it earlier in the earlier days. Chris got on here one time and I don't know what I can't be exact what it was that hey, thank you, Scott Page, we appreciate that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was some kind of mod and Chris got twisted up sideways over this thing. And even his daughter was like, Becky got on there and she's like, Daddy, what are you doing? And he was some kind of upset. And I couldn't do anything. I just let him roll with it. I just left him alone.
Oh man, what mod was that?
I can't remember, but you were so twisted up that night.
It was the stupidest of stupidest mods. That's all I remember.
Definitely. Like, it was insane. But, and so that's where I started coming up with, I either tell him, I agree with your assessment, professor, or I don't agree with your assessment, professor. What was it I told you that one night? You were just like, what? I was like, your excuses are no good to me.
Yeah.
I got so tickled.
Yeah, oh man, I can't remember.
Mr. T-Bone, what's happening? Thanks for joining in. Glad to have you here, brother. We were on the Washu map. That's all I remember, because that was when Washu had come out, and there was another mod that had come out, and you got twisted up. I mean, something awful.
Yeah, it was one of those mods that was completely goddamn useless, and that's all I remember.
Oh, Mr. T-Bone, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support.
Mr. T-Bone, thanks very much, brother. I enjoy it. Thanks very much. We do absolutely appreciate everybody who streams and likes our videos. It just means that you're liking the content and stuff, and it keeps us going as well, you know.
Oh yeah, makes it more exciting for us as well.
Yeah.
So we appreciate it, Mr. T-Bone. Thanks for the support. But yeah, I don't remember what the mod was, but yeah, you're definitely your cheese let off your cracker, and you wasn't having none of it.
It's like the cat took my ice cream.
Yeah, as
No,
Shiloh would say, your potato flavored ice cream.
no, it was like, then again, we did get a lot of stupid mods lately. I mean, like pumpkins and the Osborne cow and stuff like
Honestly,
that.
I want to think it was another 3 meter mod because it just that something stands out in my mind. Something about 3 meter mods, and you just kind of lost your crap. It was just like, okay, I'm just gonna sit here and sing me an Alan Jackson song, and we're gonna be
Show me
okay.
the way to go home. And
Yeah.
like,
Icing on the cake. That's definitely right, Scott. Poor Chris, he lost it. And then when we got off the stream, I'm just like, hey man, brother, what's going on? Let me tell you one damn thing. I'm sick and tired. Matter of fact, you told me I'm quitting the game. I've just had enough. I don't think I can do this anymore.
oh yeah, no,
I
can't remember
agree.
the mod, but I actually remember that stream, but I can't remember that mod, and it's probably on the tip of my tongue.
So yeah, Newall said 3 meter cultivators and bell forks only. Mods we get anymore? Laugh out loud. Yeah, and so I can't remember exactly Newall what the mod was, but it was a 3 meter something, and Chris just got beside himself. He got so twisted up. I just kind of let him go with it, and I thought, well,
No,
if you
no, you know what it was, right?
YouTube's gonna kick us or whatever.
It was something. Okay, now I'm going to apologize and not apologize when I say this. Okay, so to anyone who's
so here we go.
any one of my subscribers who are actually subscribed to Mr. Sealy P, okay, I apologize for what I'm about to say here. Okay.
Mr. T-Bone goes, I'm typing on my PC and phone at the same time. I'm getting lost. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, he's over here as well. Right? So, like I said, I'm going to apologize to everybody who's watching and on my subscriber list, okay? If you are subscribed to Mr. Sealy P for what I'm about to say next.
Game changer. I know
the
what
reason
you're
why
fixing to say.
Right, yes. The reason why I lost it that night is because Mr. Sealy P had done a review of this mod, and that's the words he used. This mod is a game
changer. That's what it was. You're exactly
and I
right.
lost it at that stage.
Well, and he'd also just recently got sponsored by Giants, and you were hung up on the idea that people getting sponsored because shortly thereafter, you got upset at another YouTuber because they got sponsored and everything was a game changer as well.
No, right, okay, first of all, right, let me put this in perspective. I don't mind people getting sponsored. I think that's fantastic because to get sponsored, you have to have great content. You have to have your subscribers and your viewers and your followers and everything else. Brilliant, right? It's when YouTubers get sponsored and then they changed the way they were before they got sponsored.
Well, they won't say
to a
anything
completely
negative.
different way after they got sponsored. Because I remember when Mr. Sealy P started, I was a big follower of Mr. Sealy P. And he was doing all these mod tests and crop tests and stuff like that and how-tos. And whenever he came across a mod that he wasn't happy with, he let that modder know and Giants know in no uncertain terms what he thought of the mod.
He was honest.
Since he got sponsored,
he was honest. Yeah.
But since he got sponsored, it's none of that. There's none of it. And that's what got me that night because he just had changed so much, and then this 3 meter shit that came out, and it was enough because he used that word game changer, and it did fucking nothing for the game.
But I will have to admit, and I've got recordings of this, you've used the word game changer a couple of times.
Being sarcastic.
I think there was some passion behind it, honestly. I could feel it, brother. All the way over here, 10,000 miles away across the lake.
No, I was being sarcastic.
It didn't feel like sarcasm. It felt like passion. Hey, Dakota, I'm glad you're alive. Dakota's like, I'm alive. Oh, you're live on your stream. I'm sorry. I thought you meant you're still alive after Chris is going on.
It's a remnant of an Irishman killing streamers. Nah, that wouldn't be good.
No, not at all. Not at all. Ah, what a deal. He said game changer my ass. Scott Page. Exactly. That's exactly what Chris was going on about.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm not the only person who thinks this.
Yeah. It's all good, though.
I feel sane again.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good.
And going back to what Dakota said, thought that he was alive, I'm so delighted. Because we do have someone, that we know someone who apparently came back from the dead.
He did. It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
You don't want to get me started on that guy.
Oh, no. I don't, you know. It's hard enough trying to manage the channel alone itself and then trying to manage an Irish person. I have learned. Yeah, I'm Texan, but I can only handle so much.
It's a sad day in the world when an Irishman 10,000 miles away can get a Texan cop worried.
Let me tell you. Yeah. That's definitely an interesting concept. I gotta fertilize that over here. So that's good. So we got plenty to keep us busy here.
If you want world peace, just send me into the war zone. Paying them all to give up.
Man, yeah, you kind of remind me of that old show back in the '80s, Terminator. There's no rhyme or reason for it. It just happened. Let's get this fertilized here.
Oh man!
All right, so how's everybody else doing? I mean, we're on to bigger and better things here. What did it say, Scott? Don't you worry. I was tempered to say that on one game changer vids. Yeah, no worries.
Oh, trust me, Scott. I went onto his page and I actually said it to him. And if I'm not mistaken, Tubbs, I think the next mod review he done, he went, I'm not going to use Game Changer as much because I've been told it.
I remember that. Hey, at least he responded to you. It's not like Giants when you sent them those 2 emails and they never responded to you.
Oh, no, that one email? Yeah.
Or was it 1? I thought
one.
You sent 2. Okay.
No, I sent them 1, and I never got a reply.
Did you cuss at him?
It was a not so friendly email done in a friendly way.
Okay, so you cussed at him. Okay, all right. I understand that. It's subliminal in Texas language. I cussed them out. I know how that works. I didn't say butthole. I said the other word. Oh, okay. Yeah, no problems. What a deal.
Actually, maybe I'm the reason why if you try and type a swear word in the community or on, it comes up in asterisks. So maybe I'm the reason why.
You don't use asterisks. You just spell the cuss word out anyway. What are you talking about?
In
Oh my God.
letters.
Because that's the thing. You're like, I'm Irish. I just say what's on my mind. I'm like, yeah, you do. Okay, no worries.
Yeah. Oh no, being Irish. In fact, I don't know if there are any other Irish people on my channel. But being Irish, we had this saying in Ireland. It's called, "We tell you how we feel, now fuck off."
Yeah. You sent me that video. I saw that. That was funny. I started laughing. The different degrees of being Irish.
Yeah. Like there's language filters and language barriers, and then there's Irish.
You're right. Exactly. Oh, Lunatic's the same. See, I've seen Lunatic and watched a couple of his things, but not enough to get to know him very well. But he's also, I've seen him also on a couple of the, I think it was Farmer Men that he was on chat with. And then there's also Baby Lunatic, I think, right, Scott? Because I think it's his son. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Matt just wrote. So I guess you will not be getting the Christmas card from Giants.
No, he won't get no Christmas card from Giants, Matt. If anything, his stocking stuffer is going to be probably rocks. I would say rocks.
They're not going to get me anything, do they? They're not going to bother with me.
Yeah, okay. He says it like he sees it. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's a good way to do it. I just have to tame Chris down sometimes because there's like little kids watching our stream sometimes, and he forgets.
They have to learn to.
No, they don't. Not at that age. Gosh almighty. I don't want my grandbaby watching this going, "Hey, Pop, what's up with that guy?" No, we don't talk like that, baby. We don't talk like that.
It could be worse.
Yes,
she could be saying, "Hey, Pop, I want to listen to the other guy. Why are you like him?"
Oh no, she wouldn't do that. Not my angel.
Oh man!
If she starts talking like that, I'm gonna be like, "All right, Chris, look, we need to have a talk, Professor. Get on my couch. We need to have a session. How are you feeling right now? What color do you see in your mind right now?"
Well, it's not fluffy unicorns. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it's interesting that you used the word fluffy with unicorns in the same sentence.
Matt just goes, "Yeah, I'm going to get a sock full of 3-meter clouds."
Definitely.
I tell you, if that happened, it's going to be sent back to sender with a nuclear bomb attached to it.
Oh my gosh, I can only imagine. Okay, I have got to find where we at right now. We're about hour in.
We're in Long Oak. Episode 15, in case you want to know where you are.
Oh, thank you, Professor. Your excuses are no good to me. I'll be thanking you.
You know something? I think Jennifer should bring me to her school for a show and tell.
No, those little kids can't handle those kind of cuss words. They're second graders. How could you do that? They're not ready for that kind of experience.
Well, they'll be going home and they'll be very good to their parents.
Yeah, until they tell their parent to F off.
Probably doing that as it is.
I'm sure. Oh, Lord. This is what I got to contend with. Okay, let's move on.
I say now, if you look up the dictionary underneath, do not approach, there's going to be my picture.
Yeah, or either that, break in the event of war, break glass in the event of war. Hey, there's a potato harvest for you over here.
Yeah, fair play here. I know it's 44,000 or something. I bypassed it.
I ain't doing it. Let's see, 49 is a sowing contract of what? Cotton? Okay, I'll plant cotton. Let's do it. $20,000? Why not? Alright. Hey everybody, we are actually kind of tickled that you're still with us after that fiasco. We're glad you're here. Thanks for
Stay
hanging
tuned.
in there.
There's
Stay
more on the
stay
way.
tuned. Yeah. Thanks for being here, y'all. Though seriously, we appreciate y'all, and we hope you like the content. Honestly, but this is just Chris and I at our normal best. Um, but we do appreciate y'all and value you. When Chris and I kind of started this, one of the things that we had talked about, and Chris says this all the time, and I agree with him. We're not professional YouTubers. We're just two old guys that, as young men, my dad was a farmer. Chris, as a young man, helped on a farm and did some farming, and this game really relates to us and gives us kind of an opportunity to kind of go back, kind of nostalgic, if you will, to get on the farm and enjoy it through this game. And so we talked about it for maybe a month and finally came up with the idea, hey, why don't we just start YouTubing and just share, through our eyes how we see this game and the experiences that we go through. We have our shenanigans and our uh-ohs, and it ain't perfect. But we're just having fun and enjoying the game, and we wanted to share that with somebody. And for y'all to come in here and subscribe to us and like our videos and be a part of this, we're totally honored and excited about it. And where I'm going with this conversation is that one of the things, we go to different chats and different YouTubers, and sometimes you get overlooked. And so one of the things that he and I talked about is that we would definitely make it to where we always acknowledge our folks that come in here, give them a shout out. We're not going to get big and famous on YouTube, and that's not our aspirations whatsoever. But we'll definitely give you a shout out. We'll give you recognition and definitely acknowledge you and make you feel a part of this stream. So with that being said, as Chris always tells me, I'm done with my infomercial, but we appreciate you being here.
Oh yeah. First of all, Dakota Borg, welcome to the channel, brother. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, no, so I agree with Tubbs. I mean, like, we do. Like,
that's it right there.
This is something that we were doing a multiplayer game one day. That's how we became friends. Seems like forever now, even though it was only 11 months.
About a year ago, yeah.
So it was only about 11. Actually, no, it's about 10 months because
10 months,
I think it was out for, because it was when PGR came out is when we became friends. So whenever that came out, I think it was about 3 months after the launch of 19.
Seemed like something like that.
So, but like it seems forever. I mean, like, but what the one thing that kind of struck our friendship was that we are so alike. It's pretty scary, to be quite honest with you. It's like what we farm the same way. We kind of lay our farms the same way, even without thinking about it and stuff like that. But the one thing that we did say was that, so we were on about it, and we were talking. We hit it up on that stream, well, on that multiplayer. We were talking then to another guy who was streaming with us, well, multiplayer with us, and he wanted to stream. We were like, yeah, sure, look, we'll do it. We had a plan to do it. He didn't go ahead with it. So myself and Tubbs, we were playing a multiplayer game, just the two of us. We decided, sure, like, why don't we broadcast? And we went from there. Yep. Our very first broadcast, if we go back to it, that was painful because we didn't know what we were doing, to be honest with you. Like, but the only thing that we kind of got right was the fact that we farmed and everything else, and and the one thing then that we actually said on that stream was that no matter who we get to the streams, we will always acknowledge them, always, regardless of who they are, what they said to us, whatever, whether you liked the videos or disliked it. It was all PR. We will all talk to you and everything else. The one thing that we always said was that if you like the video and you're watching, you like the video, pop it in the chat. Tell us who you are.
Well, thanks, Scott. I appreciate that suggestion. We'll start trying that. Chris and I'll talk about that and probably start trying that. Sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
So we always said, no, like, well, if you like the videos, pop into the chat and let us know that you said yes, that you like the video. We also said that even if you didn't like it and you disliked the video, pop in the chat and let us know why, so we can change what we were doing and stuff like that. So that's what we done. But the one thing that myself and Tubbs have agreed on time and time again is we're not professional YouTubers. We're not doing this to make, to make 3.5 million subscribers and stuff like that, because we know it's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, we have been talking about it, and I think I remember saying to Tubbs, look, if I get just him as a subscriber, I'm happy.
Yeah, so I remember that.
To come out with all you subscribing to me and coming out with 85 subscribers in the short time that we've done it for the streams that we do, because like we said, we don't pre-record videos, we don't time lapse, we don't jump cut and stuff like that. We broadcast, so what you see is what you get, and sometimes it's an hour and a half, sometimes it's 2 hours. We even tried our hand at a 24-hour stream one time.
What a disaster.
Right, so our streams are long, so like just to listen to two guys who ramble on and give out like I do and stuff like that, and then be like and to get you as subscribers. I mean, we're overwhelmed, and we're absolutely delighted, and we're actually ecstatic, and we're so appreciated. And then to jump onto because again, the one thing that we did find out when we started out first was we go onto a few YouTubers that we liked. Yeah, it was a disaster. Right, so we jumped onto a few YouTubers that we liked, and you see they're like, oh, like don't advertise your channels and stuff like this, and we're like, oh, so like that's grand, we won't advertise channels, which we never did. So to go on to channels like yourselves guys, like Matt and Mr. T-Bone and Six Wheel and Pop and all them, and you're there, look, go check these guys out, and I mean, they're great crack, and
they were so generous. Yeah, absolutely generous.
Exactly. I mean, like, I don't think words will actually express and convey the way we feel about these guys. They're fantastic to us, and we so appreciate it. Yep.
So Newell, you said when I said what a disaster. So this is how the 24-hour stream started. It went great, and there for a while, the company that I had for my internet service. I appreciate that. Newell says, absolutely brilliant bunch of guys. You guys just named. Fantastic. We appreciate that. So anyway,
thanks very much, guys.
We
Matt, thanks very much for joining, and thanks very much for that saying it's a great stream. We do try. I mean,
yeah, we definitely do.
We appreciate it. Thanks very much.
Go check out Old Timer Dave's channel. Yeah, I'm actually a subscriber to Old Timer Dave. So yeah, I love Old Timer Dave. Thanks, Scott. I appreciate that suggestion. And anybody else in here, make sure to go check out Old Timer Dave. He's great. I really like his stuff. But anyway, we for a month we've been talking about a 24-hour stream. We were getting excited about it, and I was a little skeptical because I thought, okay, 24-hour stream. I've seen a bunch of people try it, and it's pretty tough, right? But I'm in law enforcement, and Chris is an absolute night owl. He never sleeps. He catnaps. He's a gym instructor, runs a gym by day, and then by night plays farm sim into the night, because there's a 6-hour difference from he and I. I'm in Texas, and, Central Standard Time, and there he is in a whole different time zone in Ireland, which is 6 hours apart. And he graciously, even when we became friends, he's like, hey, look at it, I'm okay with this. We're 6 hours apart. We can play however long you want to until I get tired. He drinks cat shit coffee called Coffee Luwak, whatever. So, I mean, we just hit it off really grand at the very first. And so we for a month, we're preparing ourselves for this stream. And I was pretty pumped about it. I was excited, and man, it started off really great. But every time a storm, when I had that other internet service, it would come in, it would knock out my internet completely. And and it was a beautiful day. No storms were on the Weather Channel or anything like that to indicate there was going to be a problem. So we get kicked off. There's about what started off with 5 of us from
Yeah.
the community, and we're going along, and it's getting just good, and my butt gets kicked because here comes a storm. My internet goes down, and so I'm sitting back and I'm watching on my phone this whole stream, and they're doing this stream, and I'm missing out on the whole thing, and I'm, messaging in the chat to Chris, I'm trying to get back on, but I can't. I tried one other time, it got me on, and then it kicked me. And so I lasted about, I don't know, 4 hours of, what did you end up, 11 total?
12.
12.
About 11 hours, 15 minutes or something.
So that's why we call it a disaster. And then Chris was later on, he's like, "Oh my God, I wish you would have stayed in here. I could have went a little bit further, but I stayed up almost up until a couple of hours before he jumped off, and then I finally got frustrated and I couldn't get back on, and I'm like, I'm calling it a night. I'm done." And so, yeah, a 24-hour stream is not exactly what you think it would be. Trying to do one. So after that day, Chris and I never talk about 24-hour streams anymore. We'll go 2 or 3 hours, and we're comfortable with that. Yeah, absolutely new all. Amen for sure. It was just like oh my God.
Right, I think it probably it could be done if you were on PC and you had a dedicated server, because then someone else you can take a break, come back to it. But so I was hoping that when Tubbs, because we have our own community, it's called Superior Efforts Farming, and Tubbs is our moderator on it. I was hoping that if Tubbs is still on, I could say to Tubbs, you can take a 2-hour break, and then when you come back on, I will take a 2-hour break.
Yeah. Definitely.
And we're like, yeah, we'll do that, because if we could have done that, yeah, I think we probably could have made it to 24 hours, easy enough.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing.
Well, Tubbs was kicked, and it was like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up crashing my tractor on 11 hours and 50 minutes and 40 seconds, whatever it was. I was just crashing my tractor left, right, and center. That is it. At one stage, I was actually heading to a sell point, because it was on Starways on that map, and I was heading to a sell point, but the sell point I was heading in the wrong direction. I was like, oh, that's it, that's enough. I ended up wrapped around a tree and everything else. I was like, no, it's done, it's finished. 6 of us started, and 2 was finished. Another member of our community, WCM86, stayed with me. Mr. Tim, he was with us for a while, but he said he'd jump off for an hour or 2 and then he'd come back on, and sure, we called at that stage. But man, yeah, never again will I attempt a 24-hour stream.
Newall said my longest stream is 6 hours. Yeah, so here's the funny thing, Newall. Chris and I are kind of an oddity. So we may, on the weekends, because he pretty much has staff to take care of the gym on the weekends, and I don't work weekends. I've got staff that, because I'm an administrator at the police department, so I just work Monday through Friday. So typically what we'd do on the weekends is I'd be up pretty early in the morning. We'd both jump on. We would end up being on together. He's playing his single-player map. I'm playing my single-player map. We would play for 5 or 6 hours and then turn around and do a 2.5-hour stream on top of that. So 12 hours on Farm Sim was no big deal. So we had it in our head, 24-hour stream, shoot, that ain't going to be no problem. Yeah, well, we learned different. Because I know that that one night we stayed up, we stayed on all day, streamed, got off, and it was like 5 in the morning for you, and I think it was close to 1 o'clock in the morning for me, and I'm like, oh my God, I cannot believe we've been here all day long on this thing.
Hmm. And that was on Pacific Northwest.
Let's see. Problems seem to form shortly after plans do. Yeah, exactly. So Chris and I don't plan for anything anymore, and it seems to work out pretty good for us. We know we stream every afternoon, anywhere from uh, Texas time, anywhere from 4 o'clock in the 4 o'clock in the afternoon, or shoot, we've gone on as late as 8 o'clock at night for me, which is way into 12,
Yeah,
1
it's
o'clock
about
in the
3
morning.
o'clock.
Yeah.
2 or 3 o'clock on where I am.
So, let's see. Newell says that's the way to do it. Just wing it. Turns out the best. Yeah, that's sometimes that's what Chris and I do. It's just like he and I. We used to get in debates about. Well, if we'd started earlier, we would have had more people on. If we would have started later, maybe some more people would have been on or whatever. But now when we get together depending on our work schedules, and we stream because it's fun for us and we love this game, and we let it be what it is. And of course, it's turned out to what it is, and we appreciate all you guys being here. So we're very appreciative for sure.
Oh, we do. Like I was saying at the start, we never expected to get the subscribers that we have.
No,
We didn't.
not at all.
Like that, like, the thing that we said was when we started streaming was, look, let's just do it for the laugh.
Yeah, definitely. The crack, as you should say.
Yeah, the crack, and that's what we done. We just but the thing is, we haven't changed our way of streaming from the very first stream to this one. We've never changed. It's still the same thing.
Yep.
I mean, we could get on, and at the start we were doing karaoke and everything else, and we were bashing each other. And
you were doing karaoke.
Okay, I was. Right, and we were bashing each other, taking a piss out of each other, and then we had moments of clarity where we're talking about mods and stuff, and then we just get back to where we were going, and it's been like that ever since. We never changed. Right?
Yep.
And the thing is,
I agree.
Our streams end onto a script. I mean, we don't plan and say to each other, okay, this is what we're going to say on the stream, this is what we're going to say today, this is what we're going to say. We don't work that way. Like, Tubbs could come on, and the first thing you say is, okay, Chris, what do you think of the mods that came out today? And then I am gone off on a rant. Unless there were decent mods, I wouldn't be so harsh. Or he could say, or we could talk about life. I mean, and that's just the way our streams are. That's why I always say, what you see is what you get. Sometimes it's tedious, sometimes it's boring, sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's not. But we don't change.
Let's see. Newell says, like I always say, tell the guys when it comes to subscribers, it's quality over quantity sometimes. I agree with that, Newell. That's very good advice.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely appreciate you guys being
I
here
will
for
say,
sure.
we did change one aspect of our streams. When we started first, we had about 4 or 5 different maps going.
Yeah, that was pretty hard to manage.
So on a Monday we could have been on, we say, Old Side Countryside. On a Tuesday we could have been on New Woodshire. On a Wednesday we could have been on PGR. And there was no continuity to our streams, even though we're having the same thing and we're on different maps, showing different people different maps and stuff. We just couldn't keep up with what we were doing ourselves.
Yeah.
So we got together, we had a chat, we said, look, why not just keep one map going for as long as we can, and so on and so on. So that's what we're going to do.
While I'm sitting here, I'm gonna.
Well, what we're always saying to our subscribers, what do you want to see us do on our map? So we're kind of getting you guys engaged in a little bit, and because that's where the banter is also. So it's not just the banter between myself and Tubbs that we rely on; it's the banter between us and our watchers and our viewers or our subscribers. We get off on it. We love it. that's what it is.
Trying to straighten
And
that out.
I'm going to be here for a while doing this contract, so we probably will be finishing up very shortly, I say. Hey, Sanders Farms, welcome to the channel. How are you doing?
Hey, Sanders, how's it going, man? Appreciate you being here, Sanders.
Yeah, no, the reason why I didn't read out your last comment is because you also sent it to Tubbs and he read it out there, so there's no point me reading it either. The one about your most watched stream. One of my most watched streams was 4.5 hours of me not talking and no one joined the stream. Oh man.
Let me tell you about that new all. One time, Chris was busy doing something, and I just thought, I thought, hey, I'm gonna jump on here and just do a quick, hour stream. I jump on there and I'm talking away, and then lo and behold, Chris shows up and he's like, "Hey, buddy, what you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, just, I didn't know where you were, so I thought I'd get me in the stream. No big deal." Blah 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 blah. He doesn't respond, and another subscriber jumps on there, starts chatting away. I'm talking to him, and I thought, well, god dang, these folks are not responding to any deadgum thing I'm saying. So I keep talking. Anyway, I finish up the stream, get done, and Chris and I connect up to do our usual multiplayer stream. And it's like, hey, I was on there and I'm talking away and you didn't answer anything I said to you. And he's like, what? You didn't say nothing. I said, what do you mean I didn't say nothing? Yeah, no, you were like quiet. It was just, come to find out, that deadgum microphone I had it muted, and I'm sitting there with a muted mic the whole damn time, just chatting away, trying to tell people, hey, thanks for being in here, yada, 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 nothing. Yeah, stupid. I was like, oh my god, I'm definitely an amateur at this.
Good times.
Oh man, yeah, in the beginning, man, you figure out all the ins and outs, and you're like, oh my god. But it was fun. I just chatting away to myself.
And we're still learning.
Oh god, yeah, most definitely.
Sanders Farms, I am good. How about you, Sanders? Like I said earlier on to our subscribers, always great to hear when subscribers are feeling good and everything else. It's always a good day.
Just glad to have you here.
I'm a fantastic brother. No worries whatsoever. Feeling great. On streaming with my good buddy and friend Tubb Farmer, and then having you guys jump in also is just an added bonus to having a great stream. So.
Definitely.
I can't complain.
Nah, life is good, brother. Life is good.
Life is what you make it, so make it come true.
No karaoke tonight.
What you saying, Willis?
No karaoke.
It's only a karaoke when you see words in front of you.
You see the words in front of you. I know you. What amazes me is you remember all the words to these songs. It's not just any song, it's some kind of random 1970s song that you pull out of your pocket. Something I've heard before, and I'm like, how the hell do you remember the words to that?
Oh, that's like what? Actually, speaking of that actually brings me back to the stream, one of our streams where we're doing a bit of karaoke and stuff. And I was watching my worker working, and I don't know if anyone else on the chat actually knows that, but myself and Tubbs have that. Sometimes the worker, he'll get to the end of the field, and instead of turning around, he'll reverse all the way back up the field.
Yeah.
And I remember we were doing the streams one day, and we're having a bit of a blackguard, a bit of a chat, and a bit of a banter. And next thing I just start singing, "Do you know where you're going to?"
Yeah, I
And Tubbs
remember
go, and Tubbs like, "What do you know?" It's like I'm singing to my worker because he's in reverse going up the field.
that. Oh, good times.
Oh, it is. I mean, you can't use the radio, so you have to use yourself sometimes.
Yeah, you don't want a copyright strike.
And there are too many bales on this field. I have to go sell some. Oh my god. I've only done half of this field in the bales this contract, and I've already reached my bale limit.
What? I thought bail limit was 200.
Yeah, I've reached the bale limit.
Are you kidding me?
And I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have four more grass spots to do.
Oh my gosh.
Now I have to go and change
Did you
the
do
tractor.
that 34,000 contract? Was that what it was?
No, field 13 for the baling contract.
13.
So I have now got to go and pick up my bale wrapper, wrap these bales and go sell them so I can actually get on with the contract. Oh my god. So I am looking at about 400, 500 bales on this field in this contract alone.
You gonna load them manually?
No.
If you
Yeah,
do,
it's not happening.
I want to go over there and take pictures.
Yeah, it's not happening, Willis.
I just want to see. I just want to see this.
Like the fact that I have to wrap these 400 bales. Well,
It's kind of like a memorable family photogenic minute. Picture's worth 1,000 words, they say. I don't know. Ah, come on.
Not good, man. This ain't good. I don't know why I took this contract.
I do. He wanted to make money.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was going to be this bad.
I got to go back for seed. I done ran out of seed. By hand with the smallest trailer. Hey, knew all you think like I do for him.
I've already done that.
Yeah, I know. I heard that
A couple
crying.
episodes ago.
Yeah, I heard that crying. Because I made that suggestion. Why don't you just use an auto bale loader and then lift them up and stick it on the auto bale loader? Yeah, you were upset about that. Yeah, but you bought that trailer that only holds like 4 bales at a time or whatever. It was insane.
Yeah, 12 bales in total, I think it was.
Was it 12? I know it wasn't very many. I was just like, why did you get that small trailer?
Because I'm Irish, we don't think things through, we just jump into it.
Well, it's, you know what? Playing with you as long as I have, that is an accurate statement. I've seen that more than once. Because I'm all like, what the hell is he doing? Oh, okay, just let him do it. Leave him alone. He's happy. I'm learning. So, like on this contract, I don't have to use fertilizer. I can save money doing this, just sowing it in. Because the liquid fertilizer in the Great Plains, that's a disappointment. It doesn't last very long at all. Which I wish it did. Again, everybody, thanks for joining in. Make sure to hit that like button. For those of of you that have not subscribed, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and make sure to go check out my partner, Chris Larkin 72. He's my farm partner and bud. So go check out his channel. Make sure to hit the subscribe and like button.
I kind of felt that. I kind of felt that kind of hurt you saying that. He's my farm partner and bud. Was that painful?
No, it was without pain. It was without pain. No, we've been through thick and thin. It was without pain. I mean, if I was a little more emotional, if I went, make sure to hit my friend's like button too. I mean, that would be different. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, please do. I am so lonely.
If you have to, go over and subscribe to him. He's in need. He's been so alone. I just feel sorry for that man. Yeah, no, I didn't have that kind of compassion going out with it.
No, I kind of guess that.
No. I've learned one thing from you. No emotion. I could only imagine the next woman that you meet. Hi, I love you.
I'll be back.
Yeah. You're my best friend. I love you. Okay. You want to hold my hand? No. We can share popcorn. I'd hate to see you in a movie with another woman. What are you crying for? Get it together, woman. It's just a movie.
Get up and shake it off.
Yeah. Roll around on the ground. It'll quit hurting in a minute. That's what my dad used to tell us when we were kids. He's like, roll around on the ground. You'll be fine in a minute, boys.
That's it.
It ain't broke. You're fine. Yeah, but my finger's bent the other way. Nah, it's normal. It's all right. You're just little kids. You'll get over it. Put some dirt on it. Exactly. Newell said put some dirt on it. That's it. Yeah. Definitely. That's definitely my dad's way.
Yeah, like what in our fitness classes, one of my things when we used to always say to the the clients when they came to do a fitness class, like especially when we're doing spinning class or circuit classes, we're always like, unless you puke and faint, keep going, but if you die, get up and walk it off.
Damn, that's pretty bad. I don't know how you'd apply that to law enforcement. It's just a bullet wound. You'll be fine.
That's all. Get up and walk it off.
Your heart is a lot higher up in the area. You're okay. A stab wound to the arm. You're fine. Get some gauze and a Band-Aid.
Yeah, I got stabbed in the chest. That's just a paper cut.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It is but just a flesh wound. Exactly. You all. I remember you talking about just being a flesh wound. This has been probably 25 years ago. I got stabbed in the hand. I was trying to arrest a guy, and he pulled a knife out and stabbed me in the hand. And so I was a deputy sheriff at the time, and when I had to go to the hospital, the sheriff's like, it's just a flesh wound, you'll be fine. I'm like, how many times you been stabbed in the hand? The way I'm looking at it, when I got this thing sticking out of my hand and they still got to pull it out, I'm not thinking flesh wound. I'm thinking, this is serious. How many veins are there in there? Is there a nerve? Am I going to be able to wiggle my pinky finger after this? Am I going to drool?
Well, in all fairness, like I can see where he's coming from, because if you think about it, God gave you two hands.
Well, I like both of them, if you don't mind, Professor. There's a reason he gave you two, so you could use both of them, not just the one.
I know, he graced you with a spare.
Oh,
Hey, sorry,
thank you, Newell. I appreciate you sharing the stream. Thank you so much.
hey, Sarge, I just got shot. Can you speak? Yes,
Yeah,
but then you're not dead.
yeah. He didn't hit your vocal cords. You're fine. You're gonna live. Oh man. Oh, and Chris says, "Hey, thank you so much. We appreciate you sharing it, Newell. Thank you so much."
Thanks very much, brother. I appreciate it. Like I said, we talk rubbish.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost after dark.
What's that?
Yeah. For you, not much, but I'm just saying. It's
Oh,
after
in
dark.
another 4 hours, it'll be getting bright. So,
No, yeah. So that's the thing about there in Ireland. I mean, y'all don't. Nighttime is not that big a deal because it gets so bright so early. When does daylight hit you now?
okay, we're in our winter months, so it's a little bit later. So you're talking about 7 in the morning, my time.
So how much darkness do you have hour-wise?
Right. So it'll get bright about 7. Uh, bright then, full bright then about 8 in the morning, and then it'll start then around half 4 or half 4 in the afternoon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 9 hours of daylight.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a little bit more daylight than that. Because, like, we have daylight savings time right now that kicked in. So it gets daylight about around 7 a.m. But it starts to get dark probably about around 7-ish. So about
Yeah.
13 hours of
Right.
daylight right now.
Right. And that's what I can't understand, right? Because it was the other day when you asked me did we put the times back. You remember that?
Yeah, you said yours was
Right.
2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand that, which is me
Well,
like
well, ours used to be
the
in
difference.
October, but in government's infinite wisdom, they decided to move it back to November for some reason, and I don't know what the thought process is, uh, why they scooted it back, but you know, another couple of weeks or whatever. But we used to be the same, about mid-October you would do, and what is it, fall forward and spring back is
Yeah.
the terminology we use here.
No.
Right?
Spring forward.
Spring forward,
Fall back.
fall back. Okay, sorry, my wife corrected me. So, but it used to be
Oh,
an
you just got told off.
I get told off all the time. What are you
Stand in
giving
the
me a dirty
corner
look?
where
It's
the
true.
What did you say?
I get told off all the time. Chris said, "You just got told off." Yeah, you're grinning now. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. So a little note to self here: I do not run the house. She does. Yeah. I only get to run the police department. That's the only thing I get to run.
not the self Chris, stir the pot harder.
He said, Newell said, haha, get it right, damn it.
Man,
yeah.
you're gonna be standing in the corner wearing that dunce hat now in a second.
You already know how my wife is, so don't even get me started. She's East Texas
Oh,
crazy,
I know.
man.
I'm always afraid that she's going to come and knock on my door.
I'm always afraid I'm going to get it when I'm asleep. What are you talking about? She got to travel 10,000 miles to get to you. There I am in a beautiful, wonderful slumber and a great dream, and the next thing you know, it's over. Wow. What a deal. What do they say? It's things that dreams are made of. Let's see. Should have seen my confusion when I forgot the other night. it went out and it was 1:40 a.m. to 1:40 a.m. an hour later. Yeah, exactly. Well, believe it or not, some people are still really totally oblivious, and they don't keep up with it, and thought I'd been drugged. Yeah, those are rough nights when you wake up like that, and you're like, wait, wait a minute, I'm an hour late for church, or an hour early, or whatever, whenever it sets back or goes forward. Yeah, definitely.
I've been there.
Well, what the hardest part, did a double take, rub my eyes, make sure I wasn't crazy, and I was like, oh, right, time changed. Yeah, exactly. I really feel bad for the officers because we work 12-hour shifts, and so the midnight, or what we call the night officers, they come on at 8 p.m. and they work to 8 a.m. So when time changed, they come on at 8 p.m. and actually got off at 9 a.m. because of the time change. So they, added an extra hour onto their time or whatever. 13-hour shift. Oh my God.
Yeah, but wasn't there a time when I think most of the governments were wanting to do away with daylight savings time?
Yeah, so a lot of it had to do with, from my understanding, I think it come around in the 40s or
The
50s. Yeah, well, the
Yeah.
40s or 50s is when the states actually started doing it, and it was to conserve energy, was the whole emphasis behind it. Yeah, I've always been a third shift worker and always get stuck on an extra shift or lose an hour during Yep, exactly. I feel bad for the officers when it comes to that. But yeah, so it was to conserve energy is actually the thought process behind it. Some people always said, "Oh, it was to help the farmers out," but that's really not what it was. It was to help conserve energy. But I don't know why we do it. There's been a big debate whether we should, do daylight savings or not, but nobody's actually changed it. In their infinite wisdom, they're like, oh, we're going to keep it, and let's just move it from October to November. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, give us an extra 2 weeks, and let's swap the time out. Yeah, that's better. Thank you. Yeah, I could live without it too, because it really screws me up. Because when I go to work out, I typically get up at anywhere from 4:30 to 5 a.m. Texas time, and so what it actually done for me was, I'm waking up at 3:30. Now the new time, I'm waking up at 3:30 to 4 a.m. and I'm like, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready for the day, and I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be a long stinking day. So it's not really working out for me right now. Especially this morning, it was too cold, so I thought, well, I'll jump on the elliptical and give it a go, and holy smoking Joe Frazier, an hour's difference makes a world of difference when you're trying to get motivated to do something. Jeez.
Oh yeah.
What you think's going to end up into a 3-mile venture ends up into a 5-mile venture. It feels like a 5-mile venture because you're pounding away at it. Heavy foot. All right, new topic. Is it time for therapy? You want me to pull the couch out? Yep, time for therapy. You want me to pull the couch out again?
Okay, what are you going to ask me?
Let's see. We did colors last time. So,
what color is the wind?
Yeah. When the wind's blowing across your face, how does it make you feel? Is it a burst of energy?
Hey, squad farmers, welcome to the channel.
Squad farmers, what's happening? Glad to have you in here.
Yeah, what colour is the wind? It's blue from the hole out.
Depending on which hole you get in and out. It's all a perspective. It's just perspective. Your looking glass.
That's what to say.
Only in Ireland. I read it in a book somewhere. It was in Irish folklore or something like that. It's kind of like Irish Spring. Since I've met you, I've learned that Irish Spring is not really an Irish soap. I was so disappointed. I thought you guys had come up with this fancy dancy soap that smells so fantastic, and then come to find out it's an Americanized deal. It's like Lucky Charms. But I am not believing you on this. I'm doing some research on this.
Please do.
Look, brother, this is the only time I'm really doubting you. I'm thinking Lucky Charms is straight from Ireland, and you're trying to push it over on the Americans. Because I can see you picking out those little rainbow marshmallows and eating them, going, got him tricked.
Jennifer, if you can hear me, can you please Google that?
Newall said no, real leprechauns in Irish Spring, unfortunately. Jennifer's convinced. She told me. She said, have you ever asked Chris about Irish Spring? And I'm like, yeah, he swears up and down it's an Americanized thing. She's like, you're kidding. That's a bunch of BS. And I said, I told him the same thing. So I disagreed with his assessment on this professor, and we're moving on.
And you were wrong. Well,
shoot. If I were to go to your house, I bet you there's like 4 or 5 bottles of that stuff up in there.
Please do. You're not going to find Irish Spring anywhere here.
Probably a whole cabinet full of Lucky Charms next to your Copy Luwak. I bet you every morning you pull that out. I got Tubb spoiled. It's a breakfast of champions.
Like the only place you're going to find Lucky Charms over here is in a supermarket in the American aisle.
Nah, I've got a picture of you with Lucky Charms in Ireland.
It's in a supermarket in the American aisle.
Yeah, well, you call it an American aisle. I say
along with Reese's Pieces and Mike and Ike's.
Mike and Ike's. Don't be shaming Mike and Ike's. No.
I'm not shaming Mike and Ike's. I actually love Mike and Ike's.
I was just going to say, that's an Irish thing. I'm sure of it.
It's not an Irish thing.
Hey, look at it this way. We got cabbage, we got potatoes, we've got poutine, we've got Lucky Charms. Yeah, poutine, it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Oh yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
They got some made from potatoes around here. And Irish Spring. So, it's a lot of Irish.
Oh man, every time you speak Irish, you sound like you're Scottish.
You're always nitpicking. That was my Irish accent, not Scottish. I didn't say I'm trying to learn how to drive.
Toss the camera.
I can't do it, Captain. I'm giving all she's got.
So that's what she said last night.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, that was Star Trek, my friend. Captain Kirk. And I believe he was Irish. I think he was an old duel from home.
Like I never really liked William Shatner, especially when he was a cop by the name of Hooker.
Yeah, well, that was just his stage name. Come on. He's an old duel from home. Alright, I'm done with this contract. Alright, brother. I think it's time to call it a night.
I wish I was done with this contract. I'm still here bailing, rapping, and bales.
Yeah, the unfortunate.
I will say this, guys. A lot of this is going to be done off stream, so because I'm not going to be here doing this for the next 47 episodes.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll be thanking you very much.
So with that being said, it's what we always do around this time is our usual goodbyes. So first of all, thank you to everybody for joining in. We totally appreciate you all, like we've been saying throughout the whole stream. Without you guys jumping in and keeping us going, it'd be just very sad as if myself and Tubbs is playing. So to have you come along with us, we totally appreciate it. So with that, I want to start my usual big shout outs. I have to go all the way back up to the top of my chat. So
from the beginning.
First of all, a big shout out to the Beast. Thank you very much for joining in. Also to Lee McMullen. We appreciate you guys. Also, guys, go check these guys out, okay? So go check out Scott Page. Now I got a frog in my throat.
I had it a while ago.
So go check out Scott Page, great YouTuber, great friend to the channel. Go check him out. Scott, thanks very much for joining in, brother. We totally appreciate it. Also to Newell, the same things, guys. Go check him out. Another great guy. So Newell, thanks very much for joining in and staying with us. You've been with us since we started.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
So thanks very much. Also to Julian Hall, the FS19
thank you so
consultant
much. I hope you have a good
console.
night too.
Go check him out as well, guys. If you haven't subscribed to these guys, please go do it. We urge you to go do it, okay? So also Mr. T-Bone39, thanks very much for joining in. Mr. T-Bone, guys, especially on PC, go check him out. He has a fantastic map. His very first map he's ever made is called Logging in the Holler. And when I say this, it's a fantastic map, you know what I mean, because anyone who actually subscribed to us since we started know I hate logging.
Nah.
Right, so for me to say go check out a logging map, you know it has to be good. So go check it out. It's Mr. T-Bone39. Also, like I say, guys, go subscribe to these people because they're a great bunch of guys. I'm sure when you're at it, go check out Six Wheel and Pop Hop. Go check out Matt, who was also in our chat as well. Thanks very much, Matt, for joining in. When you're at it, go check out the original Trucker Gaming, Old Timer Dave. I know they'll all appreciate you jumping in and subscribing to them. So definitely go check them out.
Definitely.
Also, a big shout out then to, to Go to Bo, who joined in. Thanks very much to Go to Bo for joining in. Also to Sanders Farms, who's another YouTuber. Check him out, guys. And also the Squad Farmer. So with that being said, guys, we're going to be saying good night here, okay? So Newell, thanks very much, man, for joining the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, without you guys jumping in and keeping us going with the banter, it'd be just very safe as myself and Tubbs just doing our own thing. So with that being said, like I said, guys, go and check all those YouTubers out. I know they will love to have you over there. So with that being said, if you like what you saw, two guys just rambling on for 2 hours straight, just about everything and anything, go check us out, okay? Go over
Howie.
there and check.
Yeah, you're catching. Where you been, Howie? Yeah. Oh crap! Late to the party. You missed it all. Yeah, you missed it all, Howie.
He's always late to the party. Okay, guys. So, like I said, go and check him out. Okay, so if this is what you like, two guys just bantering on, having a laugh and talking rubbish and talking BS half the time and making it sound like they know what they're talking about, but they don't. Go check him out. Go over and check out my good friend, Tubb Farmer. I know he would love to have you. Like his videos and subscribe to him. Also, hit those like buttons, subscribe the buttons, smash those notification buttons. I am Chris Larkin. He is Tubb Farmer. And if you're feeling really generous, hit that share button. Tell your friends about us. We're not professional YouTubers. We don't have any aims to be. We just love the game. We just love passing our knowledge and lack of knowledge, also taking knowledge from you guys and taking in what you might be able to teach us also, and just having a fun and carefree time doing it. So with that, I am going to hand it over to Tubbs to say his final farewells. But until then, guys, until tomorrow night for episode 16 of Lowing Oak, from myself, bye.
All right, so Howie, late,
To the party.
late, better than never. Appreciate you being here, Howie. Newall, thank you so much for being in the chat. Also, Matt, thank you so much. Scott Page, Dakota Bogue, and also Mr. T-Bone 39. Thank you for all joining in tonight. We were glad to have you in the chat. Y'all make sure to go check out Matt, Mr. T-Bone, Newall, Six Wheel and Pop Pop. Y'all go check out their channels. Also, late but still here for the party, Mr. Tim. Y'all go check out his channel. Make sure to subscribe. Hit the like button for those guys as well. We're glad you're here. Y'all made it a great night for us as well. We are so honored and feel appreciated by y'all being here tonight. Thank you for all the likes, all the 8 likes for tonight. Very, very appreciative of that. And with that being said, we will see you later and catch you tomorrow.
Yes, so we're going to finish off with the usual finishing off. And like Tubb said, thanks very much, guys, for the likes. We do appreciate them. So with that being said, until tomorrow night for episode 16, we're going to finish off with this. On this channel, when things go right, it wasn't us. And when things go wrong, it was those Pringles stealing, Reese's Pieces thieving, leprechauns. Until tomorrow night, from myself, Chris Larkin, and from him, Tubb Farmer, adios muchachos.
Thanks, Newell. Newell says, keep up the great work, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Sounds great, Newell. Catch you on the next one.
Cheers, Newell. Appreciate it, brother.
Y'all have a great night, and we'll catch you later.